Stones Against Diamonds is a work that was commissioned by Rolls Royce. It's a project which I've been working on for the past 3 years. This section of the work is called Ice Cave as a subtitle, and it's the introductory piece to the triptych work. The film is based on Lina Bo Bardi. She's a very famous architect who left Italy after the Second World War and went to live in Brazil. So this piece that we're presenting now is a 10-screen installation, and it's a work which has been, in a way, designed very specifically with following a Lina Bo Bardi kind of apparatus for showing and displaying artworks. She developed this amazing tour of glass easels where paintings would be almost floating as if in mid-air, attached to concrete plinths. And what I've tried to do in my installation here is to basically show this work in a similar style to how Lina Bo Bardi would display her works, but instead of paintings, we have moving images. The piece is actually shot in Iceland, and it's shot in Iceland because it's a space or country that I've shot quite a few works in. I've always wanted to shoot in the ice cave, and in a sense you could say that the ice cave or the cave itself is a very important space for kind of the development of art. You know, we can think about caves and the relationship to the first sort of possibilities for thinking about art. How this work relates to my whole body of work is really the fact that Vanessa Myrie, who is the main protagonist, has been in several of my works. And she's a protagonist who basically, in a sense, is almost sleepwalking or acts as a guide to bring you from one location to the other. Well, the Stones Against Diamonds title of the work actually derives from a letter written by Lina Bo Bardi to her husband, where she was describing her love of semi-precious stones. And her love of semi-precious stones, in a sense, the relationship to nature, I think is one of the iconic aspects of how she translates natural elements into her architectural motifs. And so this relationship between nature and culture, between architecture and the natural, and how she is in conversation in her work, is a way in which I'm trying to evoke in my piece by placing the works in the glacier ice cave construction, which is of course carved through nature, but has this architectural formation to it. And so, in a sense, the work is both a kind of meditation on Lina Bo Bardi's work, but it's also my interpretation of her work as well.